Hello Capricorn, this is Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji. I am an intuitive, an angel card reader, a feng shui expert, and a life and business coach. And my purpose of doing these readings for you is to give you some general guidance for the month that we're talking about. In this case, we're talking about May 2016. And the guidance will be, you'll get some general guidance. You'll also get some guidance around your career, your finances, your health, and your relationships for the month of May 2016. So hoping to do these every month. I'm not sure if I will do them the length that I'm doing this time. For the first time round, these are a little bit longer. It'll be about a 30-minute reading. And so it's just to give you kind of a flavor of how I do readings for you. I will intersperse typically some business tips, life skills, that type of thing that will come in. The angels will usually tell me. And then also possibly some feng shui tips for you. So that will be a good sort of way for you to incorporate the things that you're hearing about. Sort of feng shui is really about creating an environment in your home that energetically supports you. And so when you get the readings, you're kind of getting some information to get you out of your head and into your heart. And then the feng shui helps you anchor that in your home space. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use this deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. It's a deck that I will always use. It's kind of my favorite deck. And this will be for the general reading portion for Capricorn for the month of May 2016. Oops. And they often give me an extra card, and I'll look at these extra cards after we are completely all done with each section of the reading, and then we'll come back to those because those are kind of like some final advice. I always like to see like their last minute notes or their last minute comments to you. All right. And for those of you who aren't familiar with me, I don't do the reverse cards. I read them as they are, and I get the information. If there's something reversal about it, I get that information from the angels, so I don't read them that way. So we have the Page of Earth card is your first card, and this is sort of the past or the basis of the situation. And the Page of Earth, it's Earth cards are all about how you make your money, what you need to know to be here on Earth, to be living here. And this is a duality card. So on the one hand, it's about a person, and on the other hand, it's about an experience or an event. So they have kind of two different meanings to them. So as a person, this is someone, and I do believe this is male. This would be somebody that's already in your life. There's someone that likes to, they like going to school. So they might have their master's degree. They might have done a lot of schooling, that type of person. They're very dependable. Like you can count on them. They have a patience about them, which, you know, if somebody's doing through a lot of school, they would need to have that patience. And they are successful. Like they have done good things in their life, so they have that success behind them. And what I want to say about this to you guys is they are a little bit of a grounding energy for you, Capricorns, okay? So sometimes Capricorns, you might be get a little lost in your head or not be super grounded. And this is someone that can help ground you and bring you, you know, into your body and into the present moment, okay? The other side of this is good news regarding finances. So I feel like this is something that's already come through for you. And it just, you know, it might be some sort of a windfall. You might have won something. You might have got a raise at work, that type of thing. And the other side of this is that you're getting bored with what you're doing, Capricorn. It's it's not very challenging for you anymore. And it's, you know this, that it's time to find something else that lights you up. Like, life is too short to continue doing something that isn't challenging for you, isn't fun, right? So I think that you've been looking at a new area of study, something that does light you up, that has more appeal to you. And so the angels are encouraging you, yes, please go down that path, please follow that rabbit trail type of thing. So do that. And then we have Six of Fire. The fire cards are all about passion and action. And so fire, I always think in feng shui too, is about your fame and reputation. And so just to kind of show you, this is the Bagua, the mental map of your space. And if you look, the top, this top middle section, where am I? Right there. is the fame area of your bagua. And so if you're standing at your front door, this would be your front door down in the bottom here, and your wealth corner is going to be the far left corner, which is over here, and your partnership is far right corner, which is over here. Did I have that right? No, partnership is over here, wealth is over there. Sorry. Hard to do that backwards, looking in the, yeah, whatever. So anyway, the fame area, they're encouraging you to take a look and see what's going on in that area of your home, because fame, you want fire there. So if you have a lot of water in that area, that could be dousing or damaging your reputation. Also, the same thing could be said for earth, because that can, you know, obviously if you pour earth on a fire, it puts it out, right? Just kind of like water does. So Six of Fire, this is really about getting some public recognition or awards. So I feel like as you make some shifts in your home space around that, there's really good things coming for you. Just getting that kind of public pat on your back is what I'm seeing around that. So some good news is what I see coming. Okay, and then we have 4 of Earth card, and the Earth cards are all, again, about how you make your money and being grounded here on Earth. And this card actually came up for the last reading I did for Pisces as well. But for you guys, it's a different meaning. So for you guys, this is about being a little bit too cautious with your money. So you have more than enough, and it's what I'm getting from the angels is that you're like trying to hang on to it. And in order for money to continue to flow, you've got to let it go. Let it go so it can flow in. It's kind of that, you know, if you hoard it, if you're hoarding it, it's not, you're not letting it flow, and you're hoarding it, and then it's not going to continue to come in because it can't go, right? So I'm just seeing that you're being too cautious with your money. And that has to do with, you know, making some good business decisions around that too. And then also just giving to charities. So if you have more than enough, you know, it's time to share that with other charities, worthwhile causes, that type of thing is what I'm seeing around that. Okay, so let's look at your life purpose for the month of May 2016 for Capricorn. And I'm using a life purpose deck. Duh. And it's going to give you some information about kind of the areas that are wonderful things for you to incorporate in your life purpose, things that would normally resonate with you. And I'm getting 2 extra cards there. These are just sort of callings, if you will. And so it's information for you. And most of you will sort of resonate or already feel this, Capricorns. Creative expression is important to you. So however you do that, however you get that creativity or that expression in your work is important. So sometimes this just means like having free reign to do things kind of in your own style. And if you work for an employer, it's going to be really important that you have some of that free reign to kind of do things your way. To, you know, set your desk up the way that you like, to set up systems the way that you want, to kind of be, you know, that type of thing. So I don't get that, like being in a really rigid type of position where you don't have any freedom. I feel like that would be like choking you, like just not great. So your soul really longs for that creative expression. That's what I see around that. So regarding your career, you do have the freedom to choose, Capricorn. You are free to choose to do whatever you want to do. And some of you might be getting a bit restless and might be thinking, God, I've been doing this for this long and I don't know that I can continue doing this. So that restlessness is your soul calling for more, for you to do something that lights you up. And you're free to choose as to what that is. Anything that lights you up would be good. So we have the yoga card for you guys too. This came up for Pisces as well. And yoga is really, I always think about this as related to your body. So some connection to your body. So this can be not only, you know, it could be physical fitness in general, like being a trainer. It's being in tune with our physical bodies. And so the chakras are showing up in this card. So it can be, you know, working with energy alignment. and that type of thing. So that's something that's really important for you to incorporate. You know, if you're not getting that within your work, that you do that in your free time, that you're getting that. Okay. So we're working today with, for our finances, the Archangel Michael deck. And Michael just came in and let me know that he wanted to come in for these couple readings here and to help with the finances for you. So let's see what information he has for you. Okay, so Archangel Michael, we've got the take your time making this decision. So there's something related to your finances that you've been thinking about or considering, and he wants you to take time making a decision. So this is a past card, so it might be something that you already have done. But if you haven't made a decision, you know, making sure that you kind of look at all the pros and cons, that you are balancing that decision, seeing how that feels in your body, that's really important. He just wants to make sure that you are approaching the situation in a way that's not like spontaneously making a decision, because that's not going to work out so well for you. Okay, and then Archangel Michael, we have the let go of fear now. So Capricorns, you've got some really strong I'm just feeling really strong feelings of fear around your finances right now. Okay, and that is not helping things. I'm sorry. I know it's like, well, if the finances were better, then I wouldn't have the fear, right? But it's not helping. You've got to get into a place where you are appreciating everything that's coming to you. So I highly recommend that you would do a gratitude log, a gratitude journal, that type of thing. The Gratitude Jar is a great book. I mentioned in one of my other readings. It's one of my clients wrote that, and it's just a wonderful process. Whatever you can do to go to gratitude. So I want you to be thinking of 3 to 5 things every day that you are grateful for. Focus on that abundance that you have in your life. If you win something, somebody buys you a cup of coffee, you get a discounted price on something, you have a coupon, you know, they give you an extra 15 minutes at the massage place, or whatever it is, that's all abundance, and that's all things to be grateful for. And as you focus on that, that gets your head out of that fear space, and you'll move into a better place financially. Okay, the last card that we have on the finance piece of it is self-respect. And so when this card comes up, I always feel like this is about, well, I'm getting a really strong hint as to what this is about for you, Capricorn. It's about knowing your value and your worth. So if you are self-employed, you are probably not charging enough money for your services. Yeah, I'm going to just let that one sit there for a minute. And the fear of losing clients can prevent you from moving into your self-respect and owning your value. So I know that it's kind of this web you weave of all this stuff, and that's something that I do help my coaching clients with, is getting into a place where they get rid of those limiting beliefs that are holding them back. They're able to raise their prices to a place that is showing their value, and they're feeling good about that, and their clients are happy to pay that. So that self-respect is really about, you know, charging what you're worth. So, and this can include people that are employed as well. So if you work for a company, now would be probably a good time to ask for a raise, because you have a lot of value, and I don't feel like you're being paid for that, being paid fully for that. And here's the thing. Okay, one more thing. It's like they keep telling me, like, one more thing, one more thing. So here's the other thing about that. If you continue to charge, if you're in a business and you continue to charge a lower rate than you're actually worth, or if you were employed and you continue to accept a salary that does not show your value, you are going to start to get resentful. You're going to either get resentful of the work, of the employer, of the you know, the customers, just, yeah. So it's something that is really important for you to embrace and do. Okay. Health. Let's look at your health, Capricorn, for the month of May 2016. Let's see what we got. And this is Archangel Raphael. The deck that I'm using for this is Archangel Raphael. Raphael. Oops, that one. And that one. Okay. Ooh, I almost lost it. All right. Okay. Capricorn. I hate to say it, but you're in your head a little bit too much. So meditation can really help you. And meditation, what does that do? If you're not someone that meditates, you don't know anything about it, it helps you get out of your head and get your body in a state of calm awareness and presence, okay? So lots of times we focus on our breathing, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. It can be as simple as that. It doesn't have to, you don't have to sit there, you know, like some yogi for 30 minutes, silent and humming Om. You don't have to do it that way. There's other simple ways you can do it. You can also just, you know, color in a coloring book. You can go for a walk. This is, you know, you might have some music on that doesn't have words. You could possibly do the meditation that way also. But I encourage you, if you're doing the walk thing, don't have headphones in. Just enjoy the sights and sounds and the scenery around you. Like, let that be your point of focus, okay? So that's what I'm getting around that. And then you guys need a little bit more help around the house. So there's some stuff that need to be done, and you just simply, you don't have the time, the energy, or maybe even the inclination to do it. So get some help. Hire a handyman, hire, you know, somebody to clean your house. Hire someone to fix those things that need to be fixed. Home help could also be, you know, having meals brought in or having your groceries delivered. I have one friend that has for years had her groceries delivered. It's just a huge relief for her. She doesn't have to do that. So that is something that they're encouraging you to do. And then lastly, regarding your health, is have faith. So I feel like Capricorns, you guys are actually quite healthy, is what I'm getting around this. And the faith piece of it is you might just have something that's just a little nagging thing that's been bothering you for a little while. And so just have faith that can miraculously resolve. So literally you can have the pain one day and it can be gone the next. That is possible. It really is possible. And so having the faith around that is possible, and even something that you can attract, is what their Archangel Raphael is encouraging you at this time. Okay, so let's look at your love aspects for the month of May 2016 for Capricorn. Let's see what we got. Oops, I'm getting ready to mix these up a little bit more. Okay. Wait, they're being really picky about the cards. They're like, interesting. Let's see what we got. Okay. So this is stay optimistic about your love life, Capricorns, okay? So what this is really about is it's about having that positive outlook, the positive mental attitude, because if you have the attitude that you're never going to meet somebody, or this relationship is awful, or whatever the case may be, that is not helping the relationship in any way, shape, or form. It's not helping you attract anyone. So your attitude does make a difference in what you attract. So I find it fascinating. I've been on some of the dating sites, and I find it fascinating when I read some of these guys' profiles, and they're talking about all the things they don't want. And I'm thinking, well, gosh, you're really clear on what you don't want, and I bet you're attracting more of that, because that's what they're focusing on, rather than focusing on what it is that they do want. When you know what you don't want, it's contrast equals clarity. So it's a really, really good thing to know what you don't want, but then turn it around. If you don't want somebody that smokes, then you want, a non-smoker, somebody that's healthy, somebody that takes care of their body, respects their body, that type of thing, okay? So that is what I'm getting around that. And then we're getting let your friends help you, okay? So this, related to the romance piece of things, what I'm getting around this is that you guys are being a little bit of hermits, Capricorn. I mean, I know we've had winter here in the Western world, but you've been quite a bit of a hermit. And so I feel like your friends can help you get out of the house, because getting out of the house could help you meet someone. Getting out of the house, even with your spouse, can refresh the relationship, okay? So what they're just showing me is stop being bumps on a log, get out and do some fun things. Find some new restaurants, find a new activity, get out of the house is what I'm getting, okay? Not very subtle, but it is what it is, right? And then the last card we have is love yourself first, okay? So this self-love, I can't tell you how important that is, because when you respect, and here's your theme, okay, so we have a theme emerging for Capricorn, and this is about self-respect. So self-respect in getting your value and what you're worth in your job, self-respect in your love life, and what that means is about loving yourself. So how can you expect someone else to love you if you don't love you? Like, if you're showing other people all the things that you hate about yourself, or you're talking about, oh, I hate this, or I can't stand that, or I'm so annoyed by this, or, you know, oh, I just don't look great, or, you know, I hate my hair, or different things like that. Like, that's not attractive. Like, who wants to be around somebody that doesn't feel good about themselves, right? So that is your goal for the month of May, Capricorn, is to give yourself oodles and oodles of love. Just love yourself. And one of the exercises that I often give to my clients is actually looking in the mirror every time they pass by a mirror and telling yourself that you love you. So what I do is, you know, if I see a mirror, like in the bathroom, for instance, you go to the bathroom, you're washing your hands, there's a mirror there. You're awesome. I love you. You rock. I mean, that's what I do. I like tell myself, I love you. You're awesome. You rock. You got this. You know, anything I can say to be encouraging to myself, that is good, healthy self-esteem, right? And the more that you love yourself and here's the thing about that too, is instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers, for instance, why don't you plant your own garden? Why don't you get some flowers for yourself? If flowers are something that you like, buy them and have them in your space, right? That's self-love. Taking care of yourself by getting enough sleep, that type of thing, okay? So, kind of, I'm being really pushy about that, but the angels are being really pushy. So these are just some extra cards that we have that we're going to take a look at for you. And since we're on the love or romance aspect, I'm going to look at this one first. So this is the playfulness card. And Capricorns, this is about getting back to that playful side of you. That part of you that is fun and lighthearted, and that little kid in you, you know, where you just do silly things. Maybe you want to go do a climbing thing. You want to go do an obstacle course or something like that. You know, if you're taking people on a date or going on first dates, go play mini golf. Do something active. It's a lot more fun, and you get to kind of interact a little bit more closely. You might even be able to get to, you know, like touch the person, that type of thing, to get that energy rolling. So that playfulness is really important. Okay, we have the 9 of air. Well, here's your head stuff again. 9 of air. Air cards are all about your head and what's going on in the intellect and upstairs, right? And this is about when you go to fear, Capricorn, when you go there, you are essentially attracting that, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you talk about and think about and focus on what you're afraid of, that's what's coming. That is what is coming to you, okay? So you need to stop that. Whatever you can do to shift out of that. And doing the meditation, getting grounded, having that creative expression, doing things that take care of yourself, those are things that can get you out of that that headspace. Because I feel like you're not sleeping very well because of these fears and things that are coming up, right? Not great. Okay. Career. You are a builder. You are a builder, Capricorn. You might actually be a builder. You might actually work in construction. I actually know a Capricorn that works in construction. So builder is about, it doesn't necessarily have to mean you're in construction, but it can mean that it's about you needing to build something. And so it's satisfying for you to have a career or work where you're actually building things. That might be building websites. It might be building logos. It might be building systems. It could be, anything in that regard. There's so many different things that could be building. Like even these videos could be considered building because I'm creating something, right? I'm building. Because that gives you a deep sense of accomplishment. So that's why that's important for you. Okay, oops, we had another one with that. And then, so being outside, environmentalist is coming up. And so related to your career, it's something that would be really good for you as a job where you can get outside. So you're not stuck behind a desk all day long, because I feel like, it's just like comes down on you and it's like suffocating to sit at a desk all day long. So whatever you can do to be outside or have more interaction with the environment, with animals, with nature, those are the type of things that are going to help you, Capricorns, be more, just enjoy your work more, I guess is what I want to say around that. Okay, Archangel Michael. So here's I guess this didn't come up last time, but it came up in the previous Pisces reading, and this is about the sense of humor, and so it really is important. There's going to be some stuff. We just started 5 retrogrades. So Mercury retrograde is the one that most people hear about. Mercury retrograde is where the planets appear to be going backwards, and Mercury retrograde is usually things to do with seas. So it's communication, cars, computers, cell phones, that type of thing. You don't want to sign any contracts during this time. So that is a big no-no. Don't be like, don't sign any contracts during this time. If you can at all avoid it. Buying a new car would not be a good idea at this time, that type of thing. So, but have a sense of humor in all of this, because everyone's going through this. You're not the only one. And with these 5 retrogrades, it's the energy, the universal energy purposely slowing things down, because we're supposed to get a little more internal right now. So it's purposely slowing things down. Okay. The last thing we have is, so this is a health card, and it's related to children. So just, this is kind of a prayer, kind of a wish out to the universe for Archangel Raphael to help you help your children, because your kids are going through some stuff now too, and with all these retrogrades, I hate to say it, but it's a chaotic energy, and that combined with spring and kids getting spring fever, not wanting to be in school, you're going to have to use that creativity and get creative about how to calm and settle them down. And of course, clearing your home, saging your home is a great way to clear the energy, that chaotic energy as well. So I typically will burn sage. I use a feather to get in the corners. It's just like your homes collect stuck energy, just like dust and dirt. I have a video that I did on that if you want to check that out. I'm not going to say anything more about that now, but okay. That's what you have, Capricorn, for the month of May 2016. I hope you thoroughly enjoy your month and work on that self-respect, self-love, letting go of those fear-filled thoughts, and focusing on what it is that you want, being more playful. That's your reading, Capricorn. Thanks, and have a great month. Did you enjoy your angel reading? I'm sure questions have popped up for you about specifics in your own life. To get answers personalized just for you, click below to schedule your appointment. You can use coupon code ANGEL20 to save 20% on any one of my readings. For more information about me and Finding Your Fiji services, go to findingyourfiji.com. Enjoy your day.